Members, I am so sorry it's taken me so long to get this next videos out to you, but we're going to continue working on our Lapbook journal slash whatever we're going to call it, and we're going to finish working on the inside. Now, I had already cut the pieces out for some of these. We did our mats on the inside of the books. We put our magnets in to hold our books down, and we got to work on these covers. And we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Now, I'm just going to let you know, somehow my memory on this phone, it's just really gotten bad. So if it cuts off, I will just continue on with another video after I upload this part. So we're going to put our mats on the inside of our covers like this. And I thought it'd be really fun to go ahead and add a different little mat on the inside so we can have more pictures. So these are cut at, these are cut at 5 1/8 by 6 3/4, and the mats are cut 5 by 6. So we're just going to be gluing the 3 sides on here, and we want to make sure that we keep it away from this score line right here where it comes over top. So let's get that put on. Make sure I got the right side. I won't glue down. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Yep. Okay. So we're just gluing 3 sides down. Now I'm going to come just a little ways away from that score line and lay my mat down, my cover down. Just trying to get it in the right place before I seal it down there. Okay, so we got that down. And then I just took some of the plain pink paper from the kit, and although this white is not what I'm happy about, I'm going to trim this little white off. This is where it was pulled off of the cover. Okay. And we're going to slide that in like so. And then we have a little mat, a picture mat underneath here. And I did leave it a little bit so it would come out a little bit so you could hold it, because I didn't want to punch a thumb hole there because I didn't want to mess up the beautiful picture. Okay, so let's do this side. I'm always checking myself once or twice, because, you know, I do want to make sure I glue the right sides. You want to get one shot at this. Okay, so again, we're going to find the score line right here, and I'm just going to come out about, maybe 1/4 of an inch away from that. So we still have this nice black border around, but and then we're going to take our other mat, and this dries pretty fast, and it should just fit right in there, like so. Okay, so that is done. So we have that done. Now let's look at the 2 bands here. Now these were our belly bands for here, and we're going to put something underneath them, but we're going to cover these up first. And I've cut 2 mats that go right here and here on them. And I don't know if I told you these mat sizes, but they're 3 7/8 by 6 3/8. Now after this whole series is done, if you don't want to take time to write things down and you just want to watch, I am going to be creating a PDF for all the measurements for the whole entire album. But if you want to create along with me, which I think one person is doing. Just replay or stop while you're watching to do these. Okay, so now we're just going to put our mats on the front. Just give it a little just up here. Sticking my hands underneath it to get it all smoothed down. Make sure it's all stuck. Okay. I'm going to do the other side. Now, you can also put a picture on top of this if you'd like. But I think what I'm going to do is put like a little tuck spot just to add some interest to it. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the bottom of these. These are punch outs from the kit. And I'm just going to put that at the bottom. So then you create a nice little tuck spot behind here that you can put a picture if you would like. Or you can use to put journaling or whatever you want. And I'm just going to do the same for that. It just adds a little bit more visual interest to it instead of just being flat. Now we're going to create our belly band that goes in here. I mean, not our belly bands, but our mats that go in here that holds this closed. So let's push this to the side. Now, if you remember, and I'm not sure if I gave you these lengths or not, but let me go ahead and do that for you. So this mat right here is 10 inches. Let's see. Pretty sure I made this one. No. Well, let me put it on the right side so I can read. Yep. 10 inches by 6 3/4. Okay. So you need one of these. And then you're going to need one that is 10 1/4 inches by 6 3/4. So this one is 10 1/4 and this one is 10. And there's a reason for that. And then the mats you're going to need are going to be 9 7/8 by 6 inches. Okay? So let me repeat. You need one sheet, a heavy cardstock that is 10 1/4 by 6 3/4, and you need one piece that is 10 by 6 3/4. So what we're going to do with the 10 1/4 one right here is we're just going to put this up on our scoreboard here. Move what is underneath that. And we're going to score it. Oh, this is my 10-inch one. I got it wrong. See? It pays to put it on here. And you're going to score this at 10 inches. Whoops. Trying to stay on the line. 10 inches. Okay? And that's all we need that for. And then you're just going to burnish this down. Okay. Then we're going to take our 10-inch piece and we're going to line these up. And this is going to be our little hinge here to glue these together. Just like that. So they should be the same size. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. I think I'm just going to, where is it? This is thicker. Well, oh, there it is. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue on this. Oops. Hello, maybe. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to line this up with the edge of this page. Now, if you'd like to use score tape, you definitely can, but I like to use liquid glue because it's easier to, it gives you some moments of being able to jiggle things around and make sure it's all lined up correctly. Alright, there we go. So we have our mat for our closure for our belly band, but we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 more places for pictures. So let's go ahead and glue our mats down, and the mats just fit beautifully on here. So let's get them glued down. I'm trying to decide which one. I have 2 that are just alike. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this one on top. And I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. I'm just going to kind of center it a little bit there. Squish it in place. Uh-oh. Well. There we go. Okay. And then open that one up, and we'll put this one in on this side. Just make sure you stay away from that score line so that you can close your book, your little mat. And then I'm not going to put one on the back yet because I may just put regular paper on here. I just want to see when we get through how much decorative paper I have left. Because you can certainly mix it with solids. And I may add some decorative elements to these pages too. So I may add some decorative elements to them, but right now that's the way it goes. Okay, so this opens up. We have our pages down, and we slide our belly band through. And this locks all this in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Very cool, huh? Alright, so we have gotten a lot done on this. Now we're going to work on the inside of this cover. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make that a separate video because I want to be able to have time to get it all done. Ooh, I can't even see my little piece. Alright, so let me know what you think about it so far. I'm loving the way this turns out. We still have the back and the cover to do. But this is, I think, is really cool. So now that this is dry, we got little tuck spots here. We can put either picture or journaling cards, which I may put journaling cards in there. Then you just push this out like so. And then you have a folder with mats. And then you open it up. And you have your inside covers with additional mats. And then you have your covers to your books that have mats right here. Something can go into them. You have your little journal that's hand sewn. You have your belly band here holding your waterfall pages down. Take these out. And then you have another page over here with the interactive mat. So I think it's coming along quite nicely. What do you guys think? I'm really loving it. And we just slide that back in there and line that up just a little bit better. Okay. Get that back in there. Well, and it will hold its shape a little bit better once we get, it gets memory to it. There we go. So now we're just going to work on this side of the book, and when we come back. So I will see you back in probably a few minutes with the next part of the video.